Hello and welcome to Dual Credit World History Unit 2. Um, guys, this is cool stuff, okay? So, first of all, in lesson 6, we're going to talk about the Byzantine Empire, all right? And the first thing that we're going to talk about is the fall of Rome. Now, it's always said that Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome also did not fall in a day, okay? It took hundreds and hundreds of years for Rome to fall. Um, and it took a lot of um, deaths of a lot of emperors, and it was a big long saga. And then there were a lot of people who entered in, the Visigoths and the Goths, and a lot of different people that came in. Okay, but eventually Rome fell. And that kind of made a chasm in the world at the time. And so people were not really sure what to do. And that chasm was filled with Islam. Okay, Islam pretty much just ruled the world after Rome fell. And so the Emperor Constantine built suddenly decided that he was going to be a Christian, and he made the capital of Rome Constantinople. And so well, not all, but some of the mosques at the time were made into Christian cathedrals. Okay, this summer I went to Hagia Sophia and saw the Christian mosaics on the walls of the mosque, which is quite amazing. And I read today that Hagia Sophia is one of the world's most visited tourist attractions. So that's pretty cool. But Islam took over the mosque and took over pretty much everything after the death of Constantine, and Constantinople was made into Istanbul and stuff like that. So interesting stuff. Okay, so then lesson 8 talks about the Middle Ages and feudalism. All right, and the Middle Ages was a very rigid system of kings were on top, peasants were on the bottom, vassals to all of this stuff. So it was kind of complicated, but it was very very rigid at this time. All right. And for the most part, I mean, people lived in their towns, and they were happy living in their towns. And then, as an attempt to try to get Christianity back after the overtake of Islam, it was decided to have crusades. Okay, crusades were meant to take Israel back, and take Jerusalem back and stuff. They didn't work. None of them worked. There was, you know, um, there's like ten of them, or I don't know, like a gazillion of them. And there's the Children's Crusade, and there's the Crusade of so and so and so and so and whatever. Okay, none of them worked. However, they did get these people out of their home, out of their places that they had lived forever and ever and ever, and they realized that there were things that they could have in these places, and there were spices that could be traded, and they wanted to trade, and they wanted to find a way that they could get there easily and trade for those spices. Okay, and I'm going to talk about that next time as well, because that's really what started the the exploration. Okay, which is in like 2 units, but anyway. super interesting stuff. Okay. Also, we call the Middle Ages the Dark Ages, the whatever, but in China, it was definitely not the Dark Ages, okay? We had Khan, we had a lot of things that were invented, we had a lot going on in the world of the Khans, okay? So, anyway, that's that for China and for the growth of China and for kind of how the world was at this time. And it's so interesting, and there's so many different facets that you can go into for this period of time. So, anyway, talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye.